what we've decided as far as the online participants, at least for now, is we're going to be doing one workshop where one person who knows what they're doing with this subject will run through the thing and record it with you guys. So alternating groups for the online, if that makes sense. Okay. So we're going to be working on ERPsim today. Yay. So here's the thing about ERPsim. The game, so it's actually going to be a competition that's yes, so we're doing ERPsim. That's what I'm going to be doing, and that's what the online people are going to be doing. Especially since you're the only one, I don't want you to be alone. So you're going to be working with us as a group. Ooh, yes, this, whatever that is, do that. Okay, so the ERPsim is a competition that we compete in. It is the 31st. I'm pretty sure it's the 31st. Let me, you know what? I'm on Google anyway. Yes, 31st. So let's just go ahead and pull it up. We've already registered, but I can pull up the stuff that we got from last game and just kind of give you guys, but I don't want you guys who are going to be competing or even like are interested in it. I don't want you to be drowning. That would be bad if you were drowning. So let me pull up the teams. So for the, I have it under SAP because ERPsim actually uses SAP. So that's what we're kind of using right now for the SAP, because learning SAP on its own is a lot. So for 2022, they gave us all of these things, a blue screen. It's still selected. I don't know why it's gray. We're going to ignore it and act like it's on purpose. I can access it. Awesome. It may be here.
Oh, it's just this screen. Okay.
What happened?
It's the projector, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's flickering like it's the 1950s. You know, it's a filter. It's on purpose. Okay, so I'll just run you guys through kind of what the ERPsim game is. So quick overview. Guess what? You're selling some milk and dairy and cheese based products. Yay! And guess what else? You're selling in Germany. So, you know, awesome. Especially if you're international business oriented. It has nothing to do with that. Don't be afraid if that's not unfortunate for the international business people. So yeah, you're a dairy wholesaler. So basically, these are your products. You got some milk, cream, yogurt, butter, cheese, and ice cream. Yum. Anybody lactose intolerant? I hope not. Awesome. So basically, this is the cost. Don't be afraid by the pound signs. It really does not affect anything. You can just look at the numbers. $22.95. That's all that matters. You will not be required to shift it back and forth or anything. So basically, these are the what it costs you to make. this first row, how much are you, what's the product cost? Like what you putting in to get out? So these are the prices that they set for you for the first round. The first round is going to be where you kind of get a vibe for where people are, where your milk people are, where your cream people are, et cetera, et cetera. But so each region has unique preferences. So we have north, west, and south. Ignore the splits in here. All these people are the same. It's blue, green, and orange. Those north, west, and south. So the actual interesting thing about ERPsim is that so the preferences shift as if you were selling to a real population. So within a round, once you find out who likes milk, you can always sell milk there, and it will be pretty steady. The steady flow of like, it won't, for example, it won't go from 15% preference to 2. Like that shift won't happen. But so you can always sell that milk there. Interesting thing about ERPsim, and this is why it's scary, a round is a year. Okay, so a year will pass in a minute, because that's how fast the rounds are. Awesome. So basically, once you set your strategy, don't be afraid to just kind of, we have a strategy, we're running with it, because making those split-second decisions actually hurts you. But once you get more comfortable with it, you can start making those as a team, and there will be breaks in between, and that's when your real strategy happens. So a round is, I think, like a round of the competition, not a round of this simulation. A round is about 8 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes. So 10, it may be weeks that pass in a day, in a minute. I'm sorry, it may be weeks, but either way, it's a lot of shift that you have to deal with. But so the interesting thing about ERPsim, you can't change prices for regions, which you can do in real life. But so basically you set one price. So you can't make more profit from your northern people who really like their milk. You can't charge them $30 and everybody else $24. It sucks. But you know, you're not price gouging. So maybe the government has fixed it. So for the game design, you have, and if you have questions, please stop me. I'm really just kind of rambling up here. Awesome. So these numbers, the MDs and the ME, all these weird numbers are processes within SAP. So in ERPsim, maybe they have a free one.
So did we end up getting it?
I was about to say maybe even during spring break.
Okay, yeah, 'cause we can get that. We'll learn it in a week.
You know, okay, I've scared you. It's not as bad as it seems. The game process that's on the screen right now, literally all you have to do is go step to step, and you just follow the plan. Yes, I would not recommend learning it in a day, which is why I'm trying to protect you guys from having to do that. But it's just step by step. And when you have a team, it's much easier. And I think the team size is up to 5 people. Right now we have you and we have an online person. Mhm. but we aren't competing that day. So I may Zoom, not to leave you alone. But yeah, so just step by step, you follow the game process. And they actually provide you, I'll come back to this, but they provide you with these, the job aids. Trying to open them. This is my job. You don't see that. Why does Teams hate me? Okay. So these job aids, these are like your Bible. It's going to tell you exactly what you need to do. If I could zoom in on it, that would be amazing. There. There. Okay, so this is literally going to tell you exactly what you're doing. It's step by step. Like, first you select the product group. That's the level of, it's okay, child, sit down. I'm going to help you. They have babied it down. So it's first you forecast your sales, then you calculate your requirements. So you create planned independent independent requirement, which is basically how many does each store need? Because the stuff I skipped before is push and pull. Basically, the entire game is price setting, environmental impact. You're trying to keep your environmental impact down, your profits up, and keep products on the shelf. So you have two main options for the supply. You can either do push or pull. So push is you set a number. You set, well, obviously the North likes their milk. So we're going to send the North 500 milk. And that is going into the storeroom in the back of the grocery store. They're going to have it as soon as they need it. But you have to pay the storage costs, which also hurts your overhead for carbon. But so you really don't want massive amounts of sitting inventory, which is what can sometimes happen with push. A pull strategy is the customer goes, I want some milk, and you send the milk. But instead of it being the customer directly, it's the store. The store tells you, well, I'm at, 25. I think I'm going to sell 100. So you would send them 75. If it was a push strategy, you would send them 100 so that they would have 25 extra when they're done. So you keep that stock of 25 in the back, as opposed to, well, we're sending you exactly what you ordered. So yes, does that make sense? That's quick and dirty, push versus pull. So transportation costs. This is where it can get you, because if you do push, you can do big shipments. You can be like, well, here's 500 and I'm only putting it on one truck, go to the North. If you're doing the pull, well, they only need 75. So how many trucks, if we're sending 500 total, that's 4 trucks, well, 5 trucks compared to 1. So that's 1,000 plus 100. And then you also get hit with this carbon tax that a lot of people forget about. So yeah, you got to be careful with how you organize your shipments and where they're going and how often. So that's that. Any questions about that? Awesome. Yeah, this is the carbon cost laid out exactly. So basically you order from the supplier, and then it goes to your main warehouse. You can't really split it up or anything. You can't really split it up or anything, but you can send it to one regional location. And then after it's at your regional, you have to send it to the storefront, because these are each little warehouses within the region. Exactly. So have to send it to those. And just so you know, the carbon tax is 15 cents, essentially 15 cents per kilogram. Yeah. So, 15 times, it starts to add up when you're making a lot of little shipments. So I think everybody kind of understands how to find value. So yearly profit over company discount rate, but discount rate. Okay, so forget this slide. It doesn't exist. It's not important. It doesn't matter. It's basically, do you know if you're making a profit? And do your stockholders think you're making if it's valuable to them? But you'll never have time to consider that. So don't think about it. Just go with your plan and make sure you're making a profit. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. So 5 major rules. Baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. Can't sell what's not there. Customer preference will not change. So it will change from the when you're running it on your own, like your own little rounds. But in the game, like the competition, once you find who likes milk, they're always going to like milk. Company displaying the highest company valuation. So basically, company with most profit and most customer demand, et cetera, they will win. And each round, you're going to get a scorecard. Like each break, when you're strategizing with your team, you're going to get a scorecard of how you did and how your decisions performed. You can't cheat. I know that's a big shocker, but this game doesn't want you to cheat. The end of game inventory will be valued at cost. So don't sell at a loss. 10 of 10 business. Everybody got that?
Are we gonna have this PowerPoint?
They will send this out to everyone who is competing. So yes. I can share this before the competition though.
I would love to study this during.
Yeah. Oh, I can share this now. Okay. Oh, Candace, I don't know how long you have been here. I'm sorry. What we're doing right now is the ERPsim. So the way we've decided to do it is the online people, since there's not really enough to do in their own group, we're running through one group at a time. So alternating meetings will do different things. So next meeting, it will be programming, and then meeting after it will be a program. Okay, awesome. So sharing the thing. Okay. I promise I'm here. I agree, it is coolness, and it's not just because I made the decision. Okay. Oh, I will also share this. So these are the things I made for the for the competition. It's the cheat. I mean, no, you have to be ethical at all times.
Is it too late to get in on this, or have you already like decided?
Oh, absolutely, join, please. Okay, so these are the decisions that they had preset for our year. Oh, our meeting will end in 10 minutes. Worst case comes to worst, I'll just restart it and share it again. Sorry, guys. I got rid of the premium. Okay, so these are the item numbers. And so the thing about the reason I have the item numbers, not milk, is because when you're in the SAP system, it's going to want these the whole time. So basically, once you see the pretty picture of milk, forget it. No one needs to know what milk is. You just need to know the North likes TO1. And we were II, so we have II, but TO1, TO2, TO3, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, and then these are the presets, which is how much you have in your shipment, how much you have in storage right here. And these are how much you have in your north, south, west, whatever this is. However they assign these. 1, 2, 3. Again, north, southwest is cute. You need to know 1, 2, 3. Exactly. And then this is left in warehouse, which is so these you ship these out. You know, you have 950 and you ship 300 out to everybody. There's 50 left. So all you have to do is put these in and it'll update this.
So we have our what was the new shirt for region.
Exactly. So this is the reason I made this calculator sheet is so that when you're in go mode, when you have a minute to make all these calls, you don't have to sit here and do math and be like, oh, but how much is left? I don't want to have extra left in my warehouse. So you can just plug in and make sure that you have what you need there.
So we can have that
Oh, absolutely. Ethically.
Okay.
The reason it's kind of cheating is because it's cheating in a good way. It's cheating in we've planned ahead. We have all the numbers written down and we know what we're doing before the round starts. Exactly. It's called competitive advantage, not cheating. No one said cheating. Who said cheating? So order and distribution. Order highlighted is what you change on this sheet. So these are even preferences. So if, you know, the north, south, and west all have the exact same preference, which is very likely to happen. It's not. But just in case, you can have these numbers and plug those in, because what decisions you're making are how much you order. So if you order 1,200, you have 1,250, because left in warehouse, you have 50. Because this is from round 1, so you can change where it's going, but you're always going to have 950. Because somebody ahead of you, higher up, decided, you know what, we need 950 of this. So you can come in here and be like, well, obviously we need blah, blah, blah. And then put in 1,200 because that's what you decided you need. This will tell you, okay, so listen, these guys, they aren't a huge fan, but they'll take it. But this dude, he'll take it. He likes it, you know, so you can send him 50% of your goods, and without doing the math in the heat of the moment, come here, copy and paste. No worries. Again, 60%, et cetera, et cetera. You know math. You can see the distribution here. So these are the start prices. So this is the cost of goods, and we'll update this for the actual round when we get the new paper, but I think for what we're going to do with the starting sheets, like the emptiness that we're gonna have, is we're just going to run with last year's. So you guys can experiment with actual ERPsim and not be drowning. Here's the carbon tax. I always like to put that there so that when you do this math, you know, you don't have to be like, but wait, what about carbon tax? Oh no, we got blindsided. So then if you come here, you can put the new price. Hello. So you can change to yellow, green is profit.
So just real quick, I
Mhm.
updated everything that's for the budget. So if
Thank
you
you.
look at that before I like submit it or anything, you
Mhm.
can go in there and look at it.
Awesome. I'll probably add a couple things too
Yeah.
for, yeah,
And to let me know that I'll
Mhm.
submit it.
thank you. Hi. Yeah, DASA. Would you like to join?
Yeah.
Awesome. So it's completely free. Right now we're running through ERPsim, which is a competition we do every year. But we also have a programs group, and right now they're doing Tableau. And then we also have a competition group right now that's working on SAS and totally not texting. Oh, awesome. That's worse. So yeah, just sit with whoever you want. But ERPsim is what's on the board. So if you want, you can sit with them and
I said, yeah, I have a baby step me through that because I just walked in.
you're good, you're good. So basically, we have everything recorded and we post it on our YouTube. So you can rewatch it. But also, we have, I'm going to be sharing all the slides and stuff we've gone over. And if you hang out after, I'll go over it with you.
Okay.
But yeah, so join whichever group you want,
Okay.
of course.
I'll tell my defense. I was kind of waiting for SAS to start working.
Oh yeah, hold shift while you click. It helps, I promise.
No, I had to redo the data set
Oh,
because I haven't used SAS VA in forever. So I deleted all of my old stuff and that just.
oh no, yeah. Okay, so yeah, so that's the calculator sheet that's totally not cheating, but is a little cheating.
Are they gonna, is that like, are they gonna catch on?
You will not get in trouble, I promise. I used it blatantly. Pinky, 100% pinky promise. The YouTube channel is, no, Shanero asked. This is not us. You don't see these. This is not promotion. What? No. There. Pause.
Katie was wondering.
Mhm.
What's the competition like? Can we do it if we
Mhm.
don't? Like just online?
It's fully online. And basically it's virtual. So there will be a Zoom meeting where you'll be kicked out to groups with your partners. So you'll all be on individual computers and you'll be competing where you go not step by step, but there's basically 5 jobs. Let me pull it back up. I promise I'm here, team. Stop doing this to me because it's going to kick me to my job again. I'm going to expose people. No, okay, awesome. I didn't expose anyone. It's a feature.
Yeah, when we look over there. Yeah.
It's blue light filter. It's blue light filter. They know you don't like it. So yes, so here, this is basically perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. Jesus, I did it again. Okay.